Hello, my fellow oddities, and welcome to part 3 of our storm chase scene. Today we are going to be adding in some more clouds on the front and doing some more of the foreground. Today's image again comes from Kathy Taft. Thank you very much, Kathy. If this is your first time here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button. Also, if you haven't been to my website, go ahead and do that. I've got a whole bunch of merchandise to help support me. And without further ado, we'll just get right into it. So today we're going to be starting off with the clouds. I just wanted to add some more pink hues to these clouds to get them to brighten up a little bit on the backside of the storm that's coming in. But I also wanted to dull down some of the browns and make it blend in a little bit more with the white. So I just used a little bit of raw umber and titanium white, mixed it together in different shades. Now for the pink, I just used a little bit of yellow ochre and some red cadmium with a little bit of titanium white, and just messed around with the different hues, played around a little bit with it. And then I also mixed in a little bit of gray to kind of dull it down a little bit so it wasn't so bright and vibrant. So here I'm just going in with some straight titanium white to get the edges of these clouds to show that there's a really crisp edge right where the end of the storm clouds are. So now we're going to get into painting on the foreground. So for that, I mostly used raw umber and a little bit of Mars black to darken it up and really bring out some dark hues in some of the front areas and add a little bit more texture and depth to the foreground. And then after that, I went through with some different hues of yellow ochre and some of my green just to mix in, add a little bit more life to it. So here I just wanted to add a little bit more red hues back into the foreground. So for that I just used a little bit of burnt sienna and kind of spread it around a little bit just to get a little bit more red back into it. Here I'm just going through and adding a little bit of leaves down in the front using a very small filbert brush and kind of tilting it back and forth in different directions to give a little bit of a leaf texture. This will help bring out a lot more of that color up front, and then I'm going to go back through and shade it in a little bit on the next episode. So now I'm going to go through with this really gnarly looking brush and add a little bit more texture in with some whited out yellow ochre. So that's going to be about a wrap for today. If you've been following along, then your painting should look something relatively close to this. If this is your first time, please remember to hit that subscribe button and that like button, and we will see you on the next episode.